So many people are weary and burdened. Many are not at peace or rest in their spirits or souls. We need to take a moment. Hello, my friends, and welcome back to Take a Moment, Scripture Meditations and Mindfulness. I'm Cassandra, and if this is your first time here, please make sure you subscribe, share, and give me your comments below. So I felt like we needed to continue to pray for the crisis situation in Ukraine and praying for their comfort, peace, and deliverance during this time. I would like to look at a passage of Scripture that are the words of Jesus Christ. He gives us the perfect actions when we are worried and burdened. You can pray these words for yourself, or you can pray for someone else. The Ukrainians are suffering, and they are under the yoke of oppression and war. Just so you'll get an idea, a yoke is a heavy wooden harness that connects two animals for them to pull a piece of equipment. So we're going to look at a scripture today that will talk about a yoke. A person may be carrying heavy burdens. It could be sin, excessive demands of leaders, oppression or persecution, or other things. So we're going to meditate on a passage of Scripture that will help us to see how we can manage our burdens and how we can pray for others who are trapped, overloaded, or weighed down. We need Jesus to help our leaders and family and friends of Ukrainians. Clear your minds and invite Jesus to show you his way as a burden bearer as you take your deep breaths in through your nose and blowing the air out through your lips. As you inhale, think of what Jesus has to offer you to lighten your load. When you exhale, release the realities of your burdens and problems. So let's breathe. In through your nose, receiving from Jesus, and out through your lips, believing that God will lighten your load. Again, in through your nose, and out through your lips. We cannot imagine what it is like when you have to literally run from your comforts of your home, of your neighborhood, your church, your friends, and family to be safe and to survive. Let's just think about this. If you are not experiencing anything like this right now, of a burden on you, just put yourself in their shoes. Be totally aware of God's presence right now. He is listening. Jesus has something to tell us, so that even when you are going through something, you can still rest in him. Let's look at Matthew chapter 11, verses 28 through 30. And it says, "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light." What words or phrases are illuminating in your thoughts? Thank God for his presence and his invitation for you to come, take, and learn. He wants you to share your load, so come to Jesus. He wants to take your problems on himself and bear them with you. He promises to give you rest. This promise is love, healing, and peace with God. As you go through your problems, Jesus wants you to learn from him. Being gentle and having a humble heart, you will find rest for your soul. Ask God to help you to be gentle. Ask him to give you a humble heart. When you are yoked or harnessed with Jesus, your problems and burdens will be lighter. Ponder on this scripture and pray this verse for those who are suffering in Ukraine. In our natural state, we are prone to try to fix things ourselves or carry the weight of our burdens alone. The good news of this is that we don't have to carry any loads on our own. It reminds me of a song by the late Bill Withers who sang "Lean on Me." And part of this song says, and I'm not going to sing it, don't worry. Part of this song says, "Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on." And then the last part of the song says, "If there is a load you have to bear that you can't carry, I'm right up the road. I'll share your load if you just call me." I know this song is one person saying this to another person, but think of it as if Jesus is saying this to you. God's presence is everywhere, and he wants to be yoked with you. If you haven't made a decision to be yoked with Jesus, please click here on this link or in the description below. When you're in a relationship with him, you will be in a relationship whereby he will direct you to live your life under his love, his protection, and his peace. Even during a crisis as such with Ukraine, many of them are praying for divine intervention from God. Till we meet again, please keep Ukraine in your thoughts and prayers. See you next week for another Take a Moment to hear from God through his word.